Hey everyone, this is Keyblade007, and we got a new high score challenge. It's the first high score challenge in Union X, Cinderella themed. It's from April 10th to the 17th, so it only lasts a week, which kinda sucks. Welcome newcomers and continuing or returning players to the first high score challenge of Kingdom Hearts Union X or Cross. Prizes include the SP Cinderella medal and the Cinderella and Jacques medal, and more. Get more quest rewards by raising your score and aiming for the top of the rankings. You can boost your score in the high score challenge by equipping medals from Epic Medal Carnival. Equip the bonus medals on your keyblades to maximize your score. And I'm going to tell you right now, both these medals kind of suck. Alright, so SP Cinderella is the tier 4 medal. It's an upright power medal. It raises attack and defense of all attributes by 1 tier for 2 turns, greatly recovers HP, target, all, AoE, gauge 3. Sucks. Cinderella and Jacques is the same thing, but for speed. Also sucks, and only slightly recovers HP. And it's 4 gauge, so I'm never going to use either one of these medals. They're garbage. I hate them, because they're just bad. But I'm still going to get them and show you how to get them, in case you want them. Kairi's better, but yeah. The goal of the high score challenge is to earn the highest score you can, blah blah blah. If you fall in battle, you'll not be able to continue. Greater amount of damage, higher your score. And their score bonus medals. So let's jump in. First we'll talk about the ranking rewards. The ranking rewards this time are speed gems again. Still no magic gems. A lot of hate on that. Dale, Chip, 3-star, 3 mirrors, 2 Cinderella and Jacques with 3 dots, and 1 SP Cinderella with 4 dots. You need the top tier to gilt the SP Cinderella, and they just get lower and lower like that as you go. And the rewards, which I've already gotten all, are Mirror, Chippendale, Sid, Mirror, 1 medal, Huey Dewey Louie, Chippendale, another one, 2, and then there's the 4th one right there, and these are the 2 you need to gilt SP Cinderella. At least it's more Nova. Okay, so again, your objectives are always defeat 10 or more enemies, use 15 or more special attacks, and collect 500 or more Lux. It's 30 jewels. I'm going to show you my 0% build, and show you what you can get with 0% if it's really strong, and then I'll show you my build that got me the 17 mil. Which is just making it, so I'm actually nervous about keeping my rank in this one. But so far I can gilt everything if my rank stays good. So I'll be using my classic Divine Rose build of Belle and Beast, KH II, Tama, World of Final Fantasy Yuna, and World of Final Fantasy Sephiroth. I'll be taking a shared WoFF Leon, because I want 0%, and then I'll go in with my, the highest percent I can muster at the moment is 84. Both times I'll be doing the L method as best as I can. It's not many rooms, it's a pretty quick challenge. These guys are weak, so I have to kill them my first medal. I can't really use L method on the first 2. I'll use L method with this medal. This is my strongest, because before I get to Sephiroth, they would die. Yeah, I shouldn't have swiped. These guys will be able to use L method on. There we go. If you don't remember, L method is where you basically try to make your strongest medal, in my case, WoFF Sephiroth, the one that does all the final damage on your medals. I mean, on the enemies. So, like I showed you just now, WoFF Sephiroth gets the kill. If you can strength boost and, general defense down the enemies along the way, that also helps your score. But some enemies are just too weak to survive it. So this guy, I think I can confidently, yeah, I can L method him almost perfectly. It's going to get a little laggy because too many enemies in one room. It gets a little better when it's just one-on-one, unless it's the copter fleet guys, which are, they're here, believe me, they're here. They're always here. Okay, well, I'm not going to talk much because it's going to get really laggy. The more HP an enemy has, the more you can defense down it and whatnot. You see the level of the enemy just keep getting stronger. Go from 200 to 300, and it goes straight to 400 as always. We haven't really got too many past 400, except like 1 or 2 in the past. I think the WoFF high score challenge had like a 450 guy or something like that. I'm running low on gauge, so I'm going to have to backtrack a bit after this. Alright, so I'm going to be fast forwarding as I backtrack because I need to get all these gauge boxes. Remember, this is without the Kairi because I'm using 0%. And that's also why I didn't talk about the percent yet. Alright, we're back. These guys are level 400 with +9 health bars. They had a general defense PSM up for 2, I believe. I gotta use everything to kill them. With Sephiroth being the finisher for the L method. And there's 1 of each color. And these are the final enemies of the high score challenge. So it's the same carbon copy high score challenge as it's always been. High enemies in the end, and they're usually copter fleets of each color. Nothing's changed with that. Next should be the blue one. That's just enough gauge to get us through. And that's about the highest you can get without any percent. If you have a really strong build, you can get about a little over 9 mil. So that gives you about 9.3 mil. It's not too bad, but it's not enough to get the 17 mil. You're still about 8 mil off, so you're only about a little more than halfway there. So now we're going to do it the proper way and get the max score, and I'll be showing you screenshots of all the different rewards I get for everything at the end. So first I want to switch to my percent boost thing. I have a non-guilted KH II Sora with 3 dots for percent, this for percent, and this for percent. And where you found those is here. These are your percent medals. 21% for all these guys, 14% for that crappy Iago, 14% for the crappy Monstro, 10% for the new VIP medal that I have yet to get, but I'm going to get in another video. It's pretty good, actually. And I'm going to take Xenon Sora because it's guilted and it actually helps me a lot. It has the AB3 Max, and the highest score I've gotten for percent is the 84%, and I've gotten the 17 mil. So we're going to start with the gauge I had from the last fight because I have the Kairi, so I'm not worried about that. My only guilted medal is Bell and Beast and WoFF Sephiroth. So because these first guys are weak, I'm going to use the L method for them because they're not going to make it to WoFF Sephiroth if I swipe. This guy will make it. These guys won't. Swipes are extremely weak, even with strong metals, so it's the best way to get to your higher tier metal that you want to use for the L method. The L method's all about swipes. Got a nice fresh mill. Now, I didn't put World of Chaos in here because I wanted to. I really had nothing else with the percentage. I was actually lucky I even pulled it, but it definitely helps. This guy, he gives 7 immensely powerful hits and raises magic base strength by 2 tiers for 2 turns. So he's basically Terra, but like better, and for darkness, which we call reverse. Okay, so this is where game gets laggy, unless I touch an enemy. So Sora lowers the general defense of all targets by 1 tier for 2 turns. So it's basically like a key art type of 3 or HD Axle, which is really handy because I definitely needed that to even survive this. Even with this crappy setup, I can kill everything. Only the last copter fleet, I'm going to have to Nova it because it's just too much for me. That's the blue one. That's such a cool animation. So yeah, I'm only going to use World of Chaos on a red enemy, because it only works for bringing the magic up, and if my Sephiroth is, you know, a WoFF type metal, which it is, it's only going to do the greatest strength. So in this case, it's going to deal green damage to this blue enemy. So there's no point in using it elsewhere, unless I just want a little extra bit of damage. So I'll use it on the copter fleets, only because I'm not worried about my gauge. And I have that Guilted Sora right here as a backup, which I will need against the copter fleets. Luckily, my Kairi does have second chance, so if I want to try something and get a better build for a higher percentage, if I die, I can at least resurrect with second chance. Alright, so we're a little higher than we left off with when I did this with 0%. So that's good. But we still have a lot to go. So every little bit counts. Alright, we're at a good 11 mil. This guy I need to finish off with the Sora from Xenon, because WoFF Sephiroth's just not strong enough to fully kill all those bars of health. Like I said, I'm going to be using him just to get a little more damage out. As you see, he's still left with 3 bars, but luckily this has AB3 Max, so I can rely on it. And that brings me to 13.6. This I can actually kill without the Sora, I believe, because of its being red. I can use World of Chaos to bring my magic up by 2. Okay, maybe not. I killed it last time. Also, none of my medals are Chippendaled except for the first and the last. And here's the final guy. So him, I'm going to need to use Nova, unfortunately. And now I got my 17. Oh, I actually beat my old score, sweet. So I almost got 18. Okay, screenshot time. First of all, here's your objective screenshot. You get your chip and Dale and 30 jewels. It's pretty nice. And now here's all the rewards. My 1 mirror, my 3 Chippendales for 5-star, 1 Sid, 2 magic mirrors, my first Cinderella Jacques, 1 Huey, Dewey, and Louie, 1 Dale, 1 Chip, 6-star, Cinderella and Jacques, and Huey, Dewey, Louie times 2. Then I got another Cinderella and Jacques, Huey, Dewey, Louie times 2, and 5 magic mirrors. Another Cinderella and Jacques, 2 Huey, Dewey, Louies, and my 2 SP Cinderellas for my full 17 mil points. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let's just check my ranking, see if I went up a little bit. Okay, that's a pretty decent ranking. Maybe I'll be safe after all. I was a lot lower before when I started this video. If you saw, I was near 700. Alright, so I gave you your 0% and what my minimum was. So maybe you could do a little less than 84 and still get the 17. I don't know if you'll get the tier rank though, so be careful with it. Peace out, guys. Good luck.